All right, good morning, everyone. So we have our first matchup of round 2. So I haven't changed this graphic yet for the title page because we haven't had all the matchups set yet. I don't want to jinx any team because you know how crazy fans can get. So we're going to preview this series between Colorado and St. Louis. I just finished watching the St. Louis game against Minnesota in a great 6-game series. Honestly, I didn't watch a whole lot of it. I was too fixated on Toronto and Tampa, and their game 7 is on Saturday, which is tomorrow, which is very exciting. We also have a game 7 between Carolina and Boston, and who knows how many more game 7s we have by the end of today. So doing this video Thursday night, probably releasing this Friday morning if you're watching this right now. So I have nothing rehearsed right now. I have no idea what to say. I do have a prediction ready for Colorado and St. Louis, so let's get into it. So here's my bracket. Honestly, we were looking pretty bleak to start round 1. I only had 1 out of 8 correct, which was Colorado, and now I think we're looking pretty good, except for the New York Rangers, who have some work to do, but we'll see what happens with their game later on today. Can they survive with Sidney Crosby out for the Pittsburgh Penguins? Right, so this is just a guess here. Game 1, Monday, May 16th in Colorado at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time. This is just a guess. The real starting time has not been made up yet, so it should be around this time, and I think it's going to be on Monday since the last game 7 should be on Sunday. So it's only right. Okay, so let's go over Colorado's stats in the first round. So Colorado, 56-19 and 719 points. They swept Nashville Predators. And before I go on, props to the Predators for putting up a fight even without UC Saros in net. Connor Ingram was a great joy to watch and was a sight to behold, especially the overtime game where he stopped 48 out of 50. I think or 48 out of 51, something like that. He was amazing in that game. And it's good to see goalies have performances like that, but he couldn't really recreate that, which is a shame. But Colorado was the favorite and they were able to sweep. So they scored 21 goals and allowed just 9 in the first round. Just 4 games, mind you, so more than 5 goals scored per game. But that's expected of Colorado, of course. Points leaders, Cale Makar, 10 points. What a first round he had. Flying up and down the ice. A lot of big goals, including that OT winner, I think, in game, I don't remember when the OT game was even. Honestly, I don't remember. Game, I kind of want to know now. Sorry for this being a little bit scuffed. Game 2. All right. All right, so who else? Nathan MacKinnon, 6 points. Gabriel Landeskog, 6 points. Devon Toews, 5 points and 3 goals as well. Mikko Rantanen, 5 assists. Goaltending situation would be interesting, but I would think that Darcy Kemper should be back for game 1 on Monday. If not, then Pavel Francouz will be the starter for game 1, but I think Kemper should be back. How Kemper went down was definitely a dangerous situation, getting, I believe, poked in the eye by a Nashville player. I think it was Brian Johansson. Some people say it's an accident. Some people say it's not. Hard to really judge there. I'm not going to start an argument about that. So power play for Colorado, 43.8%. Penalty killing, 76.9%. Season series went to Colorado and they outscored the Blues 12-11. For the St. Louis Blues, 49-22 and 11, 109 points. defeated the Wild in 6 games. Their goals for 22 goals and their goals against 16. Their points leaders, David Perron, 9 points. Ryan O'Reilly, 8 points. Tarasenko at 6 points. Had a hat trick in the series against the Wild. A lot of hat tricks in that Blues and Wild series. Kaprizov and Tarasenko really doing that. Even Eriksson Ek, they almost had a hat trick, but then they took away a goal. Man, that was kind of sad. Like Jordan Kyrou, great moves down, up and down the ice. I think he's a very talented player. He has 4 points. Colin Parayko, 4 points. The goaltending situation is quite interesting, as we thought we would see Ville Husso really play all the games in this series, but Jordan Binnington took over after game 3, and he went 3-0 with a 1.67 goals against average and a 943 save percentage. Maybe he's on a bit of a 2019 run again. Who knows? I know a lot of you like to meme on Binnington, and I like to too. But yeah, really ironic that I called the Blues beating the Wild in round 1. But I thought it would be Ville Husso who would be carrying the Blues, but clearly not. Ville Husso had some struggles in this series with a 3.02 goals against average and 906 save percentage. Power play for St. Louis, 30.8%. Penalty killing, 83.3%. Obviously, a very small sample size with the special teams. And I think the key here is just staying out of the box, because both these teams are pretty good in the power play. So I think about this series, I'm going to say that both teams have quite a bit of talent. And Colorado has had their struggles getting through round 2, and maybe this is the year they do it. And it certainly looks like they're the favorites to win the cup right now. However, does the long break hurt them here? Because obviously, by sweeping the Predators, they're going to have a bit of a break. And for St. Louis, they're get a couple days of rest. But they're coming off a pretty feisty series against the Wild, and very proud of the Blues for what they've done. Now, my reason for St. Louis beating the Wild that I said in round 1 was Ville Husso. I don't think it's going to be a very huge goaltending duel here, although it could end up being that way. I assume Binnington will be starting game 1 against Darcy Kuemper, and both goaltenders have been good. So maybe we will see a goaltending duel. The thing is, St. Louis has been doing pretty well in these last 3 games, with really limiting the goals against. After getting stormed in game 2 and 3, I think St. Louis has really done a great job in these last 3 games. And the key to beating the Avalanche is stifling their offense. And when Colorado doesn't score, I don't think they're a very good team. I think that's basically the same issue we have with Florida, except Florida comes back in games. So is Florida a better team than Colorado? I don't know. Colorado, I think, had an easier opponent. I don't know what that does to their confidence. Maybe it's a very big high. Honestly, this might come as a shocker to you, but my prediction is St. Louis in 7 games. I know it's a hot take. I think the Blues are rolling right now, and with Binnington's resurgence, potentially, if not, they have Ville Husso. It's a very good goaltender. He might have a bounce back here. We'll see if Darcy Kuemper is back for game 1. Should be a pretty good series. Bit of a rematch from last time St. Louis getting swept by Colorado. I think St. Louis will have some revenge planned, and maybe they'll be able to do it. Yeah, I don't have much to say. I'm not a professional analyst, so I don't have a whole lot more to say for this series. I think St. Louis is just rolling, and we'll see what happens. All right, so that's it for this prediction. We'll see you in our next preview in a couple of days, probably over the weekend. So stay tuned until then. All right. So that's going to be it for the video. And let me know who you think is going to win the series. I expect a lot of you to be cheering for the Avs or thinking that the Avs are going to win. And no fault on you doing so, that's for sure. I'm probably in the minority here. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. And we'll see you later.